All this time, we've been lied to since little children. The goal is get married, have children, get a good job, or have a business or whatever. Basically, just have some money coming in. And do something that's very prestigious, like lawyer, doctor, engineer, or whatever. Usually lawyer, doctor, teacher, nurse, one of the top groups to get a career in. But it's like we've been lied to because we shouldn't be having more children, and number one. And we shouldn't be going to school if it bores us to death. If it's boring and if it distracts us from having any indulgence or fun, then we shouldn't be doing that shit. We should be doing things that makes us happy. Reading a bunch of textbooks don't make nobody happy unless you have the desire to really know what it's about. You know what I'm saying? The desire to search for information. But when you're reading textbooks for a job, you're not really searching for desire. You just need to complete it just to get the money. It's a big difference. That's like we've been lied to since small children that that's what you're supposed to do. No. You're supposed to live your life out. Don't have any children. And just live. Don't stress about what you're supposed to do, have what the other person's supposed to have, and all of that stuff. As long as you have your basic things, whatever hobbies you into, you got that situated and out the way. That's all you need to worry about. They're hyping us up on things that's not real, making us go through stress and pain when we're gonna die anyway. On these jobs in the schools. There's a reason why these schools is getting shot up. There's the reason why colleges get shot up every so often. Elementary schools get shot up. They're trying to tell you. The spirit world's trying to tell you. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it all. It's not worth it. You being distracted, basically. You being distracted from the real goal is to not continue the human race. Why do you want to continue the human race after you're dead? There's no sense in it. When you're dead, you're dead. Why do we have the urge to continue the human race? And why are we being lied to about life and death? They're just using this ploy since you're a child to get you wrapped up and keep this human element continually going, which is not supposed to keep going. There's definitely overpopulation problem. It's just ridiculous. It really is. Oh, it's really ridiculous and sad that people won't stop. They think that they have to get married. I think times is changing with people switching up though about the marriage thing. But also stop having children. Marriage, you can easily get rid of a marriage, but you can't really easily get rid of your child since they're already on the planet. So really the point is about childbirth. Stop birth. There's a reason why it's painful, like I said in my other video. There's a reason why childbirth is painful. There's a reason why you go through vomiting spells and all of this stuff because it's not right. Basically, no matter who you are, what race you are the slaves. Slaves to either procreating, slaves to working. We all slaves. So the fact that they think only black people are slaves on a low totem pole, you all on the same thing. You all on the same plane. And it's believing that you gotta have babies and you gotta suffer on a dumbass job that you don't want. So, when it comes down to it, And getting in debt to shit that don't matter, working and being around people that there's a reason why you go through hell on a job because you ain't supposed to be there, you know. Any place that give you hell, stress you out, you ain't supposed to be there. And the fact that you think you got to be there to endure because that's the way life is, that's the way you got to put up with crazy people, that's a sign. Then why you want to do the shit? Why do you want to continue the human race? You know? Is this a distraction to want more? Or the glitz and glamour? Or the hopes? Or the would've, the could've, the might be's? It's not about so much chasing the money. It's about chasing the idea of what life's supposed to be. And it's like as soon as you're born, they don't realize that you're going to die soon. Like the people that make us, our parents, they don't really know either. Some parents are ignorant. Just because their parents are older don't mean they smart, you know. And any smart person would know not to have no children, you know, because it don't make sense to have children. There's a reason why you die, you know. And there's a reason why you go through hell on earth sometimes. Either you don't have enough money, either you don't have enough love, or you don't feel or have enough self-confidence, or something you're going to be lacking, you know. Whether it's money, love, self-confidence, friendships, belonging, confidence, something you're going to be lacking in this world. Very few people have it all, you know. And happiness and peace. It's something you're going to be lacking. And the fact that we have not figured it out, life and death yet. So why you want to continue to bring more people here? You haven't figured nothing out yet. You haven't figured anything out. You haven't. There's no reason to build a house if it's going to get destroyed in the next day. Ain't no reason for it. No reason to put all that energy into a house that's going to be knocked down the next day. Ain't no reason to work a job if you're going to go there and die on there. Right? Get shot up. Ain't no reason to have a child. Somebody's going to kill him, or kidnap him, rape him, and abuse him. Ain't no reason for it. There might be a reason to do it if you was immortal, you know. I'm not going to die anyway, so. But the only thing is, you can't kill something that's already dead. So if you die, you can live forever. Technically, if you believe in the spirit and the soul, you can live on forever. So once you get trapped in the body only gonna last forever, you know. The body can only last for so long. It's their expiration date. Like I said before, very few people know how to regenerate. And why would you want to regenerate to what? If you're not in control of everything in life, there's no sense in regenerating. There's no sense in procreating. You ain't got shit in control. If you got a boss, if you have to go to work every day and you're not free, to do anything on your own. There ain't no sense in procreating. Live for the now. There's only now, you know. There's no sense. I just don't get how some people get bamboozled into thinking it's right to have children. You know, it's really sad when I see people have children. It's like that beautiful thing is only temporary. It's only temporary. Life is only temporary. So if life is temporary, we should just be having a party right here. Party all day, party all night. Life is temporary. Ain't no sense in stressing about shit. Ain't no sense in no hardship. It's temporary. That feeling when you got a substitute teacher, like we can do whatever we want, the teacher go on, you know. That's why, since life is temporary, somebody develop a distraction for us to keep this going, you know, a distraction. Because who in their right mind will keep this going? And for what purpose? Because it don't make no sense. It's temporary. As you know, life is temporary. So why continue to give birth if you know the precious little beautiful things that you love will be gone? And it's hell to get them there, hell to take care of them. Why put yourself through stress? It don't make no sense. Yeah, life, you have good times, you got bad times. Most of it's fucking bad times, most of it. So, even people that I know in the tech world that don't do laborious jobs, they not happy. They trying to find meaning to their life as well. Day to day, sitting in front of the computer all day, all night. They ain't happy. Who gonna be happy sitting in front of the computer all day, all night? They make a lot of money. Those are people that's making prices go high in certain cities. They not happy either. So, you know, it don't matter what job you have. You know, hopefully you got a good one you like, but or what kind of business you have or whatever. You know, just get people to think about how temporary life is and how we should be enjoying every moment of the best times you have, if you can, if it's possible. I see people having children. I'm like, oh my gosh, why are they having children? I feel so bad for them because they don't know that it's hell. It's because your mom and dad did, don't mean you should be doing it. Mom and dad don't always have the answers. They haven't had life figured it out yet. You know? So really it's all about not doing this shit ever again. Doing things that's different. And while you're here, you might as well try to work on some things, you know. So really stepping into the unknown. When you leave this body, stepping into the unknown. It could be scary. you know, painful. I wonder if this is really death right here. And then when we actually die, we really live. It's just so temporary, so fragile. Anything can happen, you know. Fragility of life. Somebody can make a mistake and you can die. You can eat the wrong food and die. I mean, something with, you know, some toxic E. coli, who knows? You can die. Exposed to the wrong elements in the earth, you can die. So, obviously, this is temporary phase. And you want to get out the mindset of servitude. Get out the mindset of servitude. Get in the mindset of self-fulfillment. And joining with like minds. Don't look for nobody to lead you nowhere. Don't live up to your parents' ideas or what society says you should live up to. To really be free, what is that? Stop trying to make other people happy. Stop. Let it all go. What it feels like to let go. You know what it feels like to have so much or strive to have so much. What does it feel like to have nothing? That's where we come from. We come from nothingness. From basically thin fucking air. And pop to this dimension of reality. Come from nothingness. I really wish I could turn back the hands of time. To change a lot of things I would have. You know. The ideas that I had about how life should be. Trying to walk in my parents' footsteps. And how they told me life should be. Big mistake. Big mistake. That's why I don't recommend people commit suicide. Just let it ride out. Unless you're in horrible pain. Horrible pain that you just, it's gonna, and the doctor told you the pain ain't going to end. And if your good medicine they give you ain't working, then that's another option. Is that suicide. But other than that, just ride it out and see what happens. You know, like a big experiment. Big experiment. Let go of shame too. Like, a lot of people have a lot of shame. And they're ashamed of a lot of things. Ashamed of what? For what? Shame. What shame? There's no logic in shame. Because someone see you doing something that you feel is not prestigious or prepared. You associate it with shame. Why? Learn to let go of shame, expectations, guilt, and let go of the future. Live in the now, because the only future is death. So, For Virgos, they're trying to find happiness and peace, authentic happiness and peace. And what is that? Happiness and peace is freedom to regulate your own life. That's what true happiness and freedom, happiness and peace is. Your freedom, your own willpower to rule your own life. That means your own finances, how you make the money, how you get the money. And that's the goal, at least in this life, temporary life. It's so temporary, what the fuck you gonna let somebody else rule you for? Don't let nobody rule your life. It's so temporary. It's your time to do what you want to do and how you want to do it.